Yo, it's 5:03. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the season 2 premiere of Live with Lamar. It's been some months. I feel like a lot has changed for your boy. A lot has been going on, and now I'm finally in a whole other side of the world. For those of you that don't know, I have relocated to Los Angeles, California. So now I live in LA. And so I've been busy, which is the main reason why I even put the show on hold, was because of that some fact that I had to get out here and I had to move. But y'all have to tune into Life of Lamar to find out all about my big move to the big city of Los Angeles. But we're back for season 2, the season 2 premiere of Live with Lamar, and I'm back doing more exclusive interviews with more extraordinary individuals who will sit right here with me and give you guys the inside scoop on their life and what they got going on. So my special guest for tonight is a very good friend of mine, brother, homie. I hate and love this nigga all at the same fucking time. But we here to talk about music. My guest tonight is Youngcalimojo, straight from Pensacola, residing in Atlanta where he doing his thing. And he's going to sit right here with me. And we're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about what he got going on, what he been up to. Because he ain't released some music in like, been some time. So we're going to find out what's been going on. So I'm going to go ahead and invite him in here. Let me see how. I don't even know. I remember how to do this shit. Oh, yes, I do. Bloop. Appreciate everybody that has joined, everybody that is here rocking with the kid. I appreciate you for joining. No, I don't remember how to invite nobody. Yes, I do. Hold on, wait. Click that. Yep. And Calimoto. Aha! Ah! Yo, Cali, you can't even join live because your app ain't updated. So I need you to exit the live and go update it. Whatever the hell going on, your shit ain't updated. So they said you can't join my live. Upgrade your shit, nigga. It's 2021. So upgrade your phone, your app, and then rejoin me. But I'm sipping, of course. It's a big celebration. It's a big move. So, I mean, I had to make sure I got me some drink. And guess what I'm sipping on? Guess what I'm sipping on? If anybody in the comments can guess what I'm drinking on, just a liquor, I will cash up you $5. That's easy money. I mean, it's $5, but I mean, I'll cash out you $5 if you can guess. Only people that can't participate is like 2 people on here. Y'all can't participate because they know what I'm sipping on. But everybody else in here, y'all tell me what I'm sipping on, and I will cash up you. Actually, I'm gonna cash up you 10. It's Taco Tuesday, so you can get you some tacos. Taco Tuesday. A lot been going on. I've been busy. Vodka, hell no. Fuck no. We don't do vodka over here. I don't do vodka. Vodka make me sick. Vodka make me sick. There we go. There we go. There we go. Vodka make me sick.
Yo.
What's up, gang? What's up with your outdated? What's up?
Hey, I never update my apps at all.
See, that's your problem. See, you can even join my live. They was like, yeah, Youngcalimojo can't join because his phone not updated.
Yeah, I know now though. I know now. So I update more stuff later on.
Welcome.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's good to be
Welcome to
here,
Live
man.
with Lamar. Welcome. Like, you my first guest of the season.
For sure. I'm feeling special, man.
You should feel special because
and I'm first. That sounds good.
We talking music, no, don't give me. Look what I'm rocking though. You see the black and gold I got on now.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that'll make you happy. But welcome, bro. Welcome to Live with Lamar. I appreciate you for being my first guest of the season, nonetheless. And we got a lot to talk about. A lot.
We do.
We got a lot of stuff I want to dive into. But first, like, how was your Easter weekend?
Easter was cool, man. I didn't really do nothing. I really just chilled. Kicked with some friends, stayed at the crib, saved money, watch church.
Because you be out every weekend, so I mean.
I do, bro. I'm literally outside every weekend, but that's something we can get into later on,
I mean, hey, because Atlanta's a different story. Between Atlanta and Florida, y'all on 2 different periods right now. I know we're all excited for outside opening up. What do you think you're looking forward to the most when outside finally opens back up?
I mean, I ain't gonna cap you down. Atlanta, we've been open, so I've been outside. You feel me? But what I'm looking forward to more is to travel more places. Like I'm always, I've been in Houston a couple of times. I'm actually gonna be in Houston this weekend, just kind of looking forward to seeing the city when everything's technically open now.
Yeah.
And that goes for like any other places that I plan on visiting this summer. I'm trying to get to a point where, for the longest I didn't travel because I was trying to focus on spending money on music and things of that nature. But hey, yo, we only got one life, so I'm trying to travel and do more stuff. So that's really what I'm more excited to see is everything being open now when I travel.
Were you one of those people that thought that like life would be like set by a certain age, i.e., age 25, that you're gonna have
Yep.
all these different things going, and now
Yep.
you knocking at age 30, and
Yeah.
shit is still figuring itself out. Like, what do you think has been your biggest lesson you've learned between when you first was like, by 25, I want to have X, Y, Z together. Now I'm 20, whatever, and this is how my life is going. What do you think you've changed and what you've learned?
Um, I think the most important thing is, first of all, learning that everything has its season. Um, I think that as kids,
No, that's legit.
as kids coming from high school, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna be when I graduate, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna make a bank, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have a baddie, I'm gonna have these kids, and I'm by the time 30 come, I'm gonna have probably 2, 3 kids, and the nice house, And in my mind, when I didn't start doing music until college. Like I had been doing music as a child, I was writing songs, but I never took it seriously. And that's in part because we from Pensacola at the time when I was in high school. We weren't talking about your feelings and like
That
nigga
was
what,
against the law. That was
like
against the
nigga
rules.
what,
Think of your
you what
feelings.
your feelings, nigga those don't exist. You feel me? Drake made that cool. You feel me? So like when I got comfortable with singing, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, when I graduate in 2014, by then I'm gonna have a buzz going. I'm gonna be signed, and so shit, that's gonna be my life for the rest of my life. You feel me? But life don't happen like that, man. And so I think the biggest takeaway is that everything has a season. And one thing that I've definitely been dealing with since June, July is the past is a past, therefore we can't revisit it. The future is not here right now, therefore we can't concern ourselves with it. The present is we're here right now. And again, that's why it's called the present, because we're here right now. So just enjoy the moment. Obviously, you want to plan for the future, but enjoy where you're at. And I think we're always constantly thinking about what's going to happen in the future and forgetting that we pray to be right here right now. So that's what I'm trying to continue to get myself to do is to focus on the now.
That's facts. I mean, I relate with you on that because a lot of times, like, so many people get caught up in that moment, which is a good thing, and like be caught up in the past. But you have to like be figuring out what's gonna happen next. You fuck up, you make a mistake. Okay, cool. You can dwell on that for maybe a day, but can we move forward and start focusing on our next move and what we finna do to bring our life some more blessings, some
Exactly.
more opportunities? Because that shit gonna be whatever it is. You know what I mean? So you have to continue to move forward and like, as long as I've known you, and I've known you for quite a bit, like a long time, and I've seen the progression within you. And one, like not even one, but two people I've seen that have had a huge impact on you and your life and how you move are your parents. And I asked
So,
about Easton. I know Mama Dukes. If you in Pensacola or Mama Dukes up there in Atlanta cooking, she always finds a way
yeah,
to come cook
yeah,
for her baby. So
for
for you,
sure,
what is your
man.
relationship like with your parents? Like you have such a strong bond with them, and I know everything is never perfect, but I can tell how much you love your parents and your family for that matter. So what impact do they have on you in your life?
Um, Man, I'm just very thankful for my mom and my dad. Like I said, everybody isn't perfect. We all have our flaws. But my mom and dad, they did what they could and they did their best to raise me, man. As a kid, I was really bad. And so I was always getting in trouble, but I didn't see certain things now. And as I get older, man, I really see the lessons that they tried to instill in me, man. Um, you know, as many people know, my dad is a preacher. My mom was always in the church singing in the choir. I grew up singing in the choir. My dad's dad was a preacher. My dad's granddad was a preacher. My
Why
mom's
you
dad was a
become a
preacher.
preacher?
That ain't what God told me to do. So until God come down here and be like, my guy, this ain't that, and I'm not one of them. You feel me? So um, just growing up in church, man, I have the word instilled in me, man. I know it thoroughly, but my parents always were big on be you. They never tried to force me to do anything. Obviously, like school and things of that nature, that's something you got to do. But like I knew I was going to college. I know I had no choice about that. But it's like other aspects, like doing music. As a kid, I was writing comic books and I was singing songs. I wanted to be like Michael Jackson. That was my thing. I told my dad when I was a kid I was going to sing like Michael Jackson Monday through Saturday and preach like him on Sundays. But as I got older, I still was always write my songs. I never stopped doing that. And my mom and dad always told me, if God give you a talent, run with it. And as you continue to run with it, he'll continue to mold your path. So you might be running one way, he might go ahead and curve it this way. So it could be that I'm doing it right now, and later down the line, it may be something that she wants me to do. But to get back to the point, that connection with mom and dad is very important. I go to them, talk to them about everything, man. And it's like, it's no favoritism, man. I love my mom and dad equally. But I'm always pretty much in Pensacola majority of the time, so I'm seeing my mama more. My pops is in Lake City, so when I go see him, it's dope, man. I get to kick my pops, and like that's big Calvin, you feel me? So when I vibe out with him, it's like I feel like a little kid, and we vibe out and hash it out about some grown man stuff that I really didn't get to talk to him about as a kid.
Yeah. And we live in a complete different like generation when it comes to like men and relationship with men, especially with father and son. And you touched on it a little bit. How like would you how like I don't want to say emotionally intelligent, but like is your dad like the emotional type? Like when it comes to, like expressing feelings and sitting down and talking about that and like talking about mental health and shit like that, is that something that y'all like had a chance to talk about and have a conversation with?
So emotional intelligence, man, I think that's in part why I am the way I am. Growing up watching my pops and my mom and just how he expressed how he felt, what was going on. I never thought inside my household, I didn't realize it was taboo to be okay with expressing your feelings until like you got outside of that. Until I really got to high school. Um, that's how my daddy was. If you got something on your mind, you speak it, but you also speak with a certainty and respect. You don't always try to downplay somebody. And so that's how he was. And so I thought it was okay to do that. I thought even in my relationships, when I was in a relationship, like, telling you how I feel, I'm very big on making sure we communicate. Now, communication and comprehension is one thing, but as long as we communicate, we know what's going on. Now, mental health, I think that's something that's very taboo in black households, especially my mom, my dad. My daddy, 66, my mom 64. So they're a little bit older, right? So it's a little bit taboo for their generation. I ain't gonna cap you down. I'm actually currently I have a therapist. I started going to therapy for some things going on in my life, and I told my mom and dad about it, and they kind of like, what's going on, like, and it's just some things you have to make sure they understand, like, hey, like, whatever the situation may be, I think it's important for my mental health. Like I saw the signs my mental health is declining because of depression or the stress, the things that I was going through since really June, July. But I was like, y'all would have never known because, like I said, I'm always outside. Like, and I was always prior to me going through this like depression that I've been going through. I'm always outside regardless. But even more so now, it hit because like as much as even with my songs, I'm very in tune with my emotions and speaking on how I feel. When it comes to one-on-one in person, I don't talk about my feelings unless it's like with my significant other. I don't have one, so I just keep that locked inside. I might talk to my friends about it, but it's one thing to talk to your friends about it and really dive deep into it because your friends, they see you outside all the time, so they're like, oh, you'll be all right. So I'm always outside. I'm turning up. I'm with the guys. I'm drinking. I'm hanging out, and that works when you outside. But when you get back home, living by yourself,
But you stay by yourself too, so like
yeah.
you got that one-on-one space where it's just you in that entire room, and it's just whatever the hell Calvin been think about or young Cali been think about. Like that's what's right there. Like, that's what's touching you. So that's a whole nother ballpark within itself. And a lot of people don't realize that, like you said, like that. I already knew once you start saying, yeah, and this nigga stay by himself, so I already know like that'd be a whole nother turmoil by itself.
That shit is stressful, bro. And to keep that all to myself, man. And what I've been trying to do, and like working with my therapist, man, is working on suppressing my feelings. Because from June, July until like really February, I was just suppressing any type of emotions and whatever I had going on. It's just a lot going on, family, personal relationships. Music wasn't at the point I was really feeling like say fuck music and quit it. Like it's just a lot was going on, bro. And I got to the point where I feel like I just like really like broke down, and I was just like yo, like I need to get this out. Like I hadn't wrote a whole song that's like you can write songs for the club, little fun vibes like that. I hadn't wrote no real like if you know my music, I ain't wrote no real music since June, July. It was no inspiration there. It was just like sadness and like depression. And I was just like, and that's different from me lately. I've been able to write. So things have been good on that end. Thankfully, the album was already done, but it's just like, yeah, I don't want to go to the whole spiel, but I mean, yeah,
No,
man.
you're good. No, you're doing good. So, but you touched on it, and you say you almost gave over music, and we're glad you didn't. But we definitely want to know like how you even got into music. So I love that your parents were super supportive about your talents and what you want to do. a lot of times people speak about dreams to their parents, and I say dreams, I'm talking about athletes and actors and models and musicians and hosts and like things of that nature. People be like, okay, so what's your real job? Like, what you really gonna do? But your parents
Right
seem
now.
very supportive.
Hey,
They
look, hold on. Don't get me wrong now. My mom and dad, like, all right, what you gonna do to pay the bills? You feel me? So, that's what school is for. Like I said, I majored in supply chain and logistics and business school. So I still work. I work in corporate America. I do my thing in there. But I think that adds more to the stress because it's like, and don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful for my position. I'm thankful for what I do. But it gets to the point where you have somebody I'm working for somebody else's dream while I have my own dream. So that every day I'm working and working hard, slaving away at the computer, I'm thinking about, dang, like I wish I was at the studio. I wish I could just be like, bump it. I don't want to go to work these next 2 weeks and go focus on the studio and go travel and do. But I've missed out on some opportunities because I got to work. And like that stuff starts to really bother you because Lord's willing, I'll be 30 in September. It's like, all right, I really don't. I prefer not to be a two
damn
chain
nigga,
to
it's
start popping
3:30.
off. Yeah, nigga, don't play me, bro. You knew that. So I prefer that to be like a two chains and like really like pop. And I'm 35. I prefer not that to happen. I prefer to like pop now, but like I said, I'm starting to learn that everything has its own time in the season. So that's where we at.
That's dope. So what inspired you to start music? So you say you were writing, you want to be a comic book character or a comic book writer and drawer, which I never fucking do. But like, what really pushed you to like do music? You've been trying to do music. You've been doing music for a long time. Like, I wish we
Yeah.
can go back and see the old Youngcalimojo. Like, I got some. Yeah,
Ooh,
I got y'all. Lucky
yeah.
Instagram changed some stuff because I had pictures ready, but I can't even show them. But
Yeah.
I was gonna expose you.
I so I was like I said, I was writing songs a lot. Um, Elementary school, middle school. When I got to high school, it was more so about football and track.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it was. I was trying to find my high school was my first time being in public school. Like my mom and dad had me in like a private school first grade. So like I really wasn't like in tune with a lot of stuff. So my ninth grade year was like a shell shock for me. I was just like wide eyed trying to find my way. And I was football and track. I kind of got my stronghold in that. And by 10th grade, I was, cool with people who rap and stuff like that. Like, back in the day it was Don P, D-Tay, what was his name then? Tay Lee back then,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
A
Big
whole nother
Mel.
bracket than what we got now.
Bro, it
Crazy.
was so different. But like they was doing music and I was like, I want to do it, but I was just too scared to let people know I could sing because like that's just was not. You didn't have too many people from Pensacola that was like bragging about the fact they could sing. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that person.
And
So I'm
you're an
just gonna chill.
athlete that can sing.
They ain't trying to hear that.
That nigga
So
gay.
nah, for real, because you know how it was back in the day. Like we were less sensitive. So you talking about love? Or you nigga, you gay? And I was like,
You soft.
yeah, now yes, nigga. I'm sorry that you can't be in tune with your feelings. I can. That's not my fault
Right.
that you. I'm sorry.
Facts.
That's how it works for me. But like when I got to college, um, when I got to college, it was my first time. Like I always hated school as a kid. So like when I was in school and college, I was like, all right. So I'm not doing sports. I'm just literally a student. Like, dang, this kind of sucked. And then so I was just going through the motion, and this one guy I know, ironically, he ended up being my profile, but he was like, man, you said you did music. He said you like music. I'm like, yeah, right here. But he's like, come to my dorm, man. I got a mic or whatever. Just to record one night. So I never forget. It was my freshman year, fall semester. I was on the way to the dorm. It's ironic. The alphas were actually probating. And I passed by like that's lame as hell. Why niggas going to watch them probate? That's stupid. And I walked to that motherfucker. I walked to the crib and we started rapping. And I did a freestyle to Drake Ransom.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like in that moment, like that's my first time recording on the mic. And I fell in love with it. I was like, I gotta keep doing this. And I always have been writing, so I just kept writing and I started finding beats and like to write to and started trying to play with my singing. And so by the time spring semester came in my freshman year, I was like, bump it, I'm gonna put a song out. And I put out a song called Dump It. It was to Cali Swag District there. All I need is yeah. So I did that. It was me, Big Mel, Joffrey J, and Elay. We was on there. Yeah, that's my first song I dropped. And like it was a pretty good reception, but like what really made me keep going is I dropped another song and then Mike J and AJ the musician, they was like, hey bro, you dope, bro. Like you should keep going. So that made me be like, oh well, I guess I should keep going. Like they fucking with it. Like and those are the first two people from Pensacola that really rock with my music. Besides like my nephew and like people I was close with. Like So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. And even though I did rap and I wanted to implement singing, like I always knew I wanted a distinct sound. And it used to always make me mad because now that's the sound that everybody do is sing and rap at the same time. When I was trying to do it, wasn't nobody doing it at the time. And it was like I always knew that's how I wanted my sound to be. But even now I've learned if God calls you to it, he's gonna call you through it, right? So just because it may seem like it is full of everybody doing the same thing, your path may be different. You're gonna stand out somehow if it's meant for you, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Now that's facts, and I mean, and you've come so far. I mean, because I remember the IDK projects,
whew, we don't
right?
even it's an IDK project no more, bro.
Right.
We just start with Take Notice. We don't even
The
mention
OT
IDK.
Dub,
Hey,
the
and them still my guys for real, Malik and Ronald, man. And that's my first mixtape actually. IDK. I had been doing. I dropped like 3 singles. I think I dropped the Dump It. Um,
you have. It's
I'm
one
So
song.
Raw. I can't remember though, but it was all my freshman year. So going into my sophomore year, I was at home for the summer working with Mike J and
They
all them.
couldn't tell me nothing. I put my
Yeah.
LB on that.
So that was Take Notice. That was my junior year. So going to my sophomore year is when I dropped IDK, and I was like, okay, I'm here. And I remember when I dropped it, I did it different than anybody in the city had did it at the time because I was in Pensacola. I had got my shit all on live mixtapes. It was hosted by DJ Uwe and DJ Iceberg here in Atlanta, and I had like behind the scenes footage of me recording in the studio. So I was coming different. I remember I came home like during Christmas break. Somebody was like, "Hey, yo, that's Cali Cal right there." I'm like, "Okay, I'm really popping." You
You
feel me? I'm
popping?
I'm having something to do.
I'm
So I'm
really
like,
popping.
I gotta keep going. I'm having something to do. So it's like, all right, cool. And that led me to doing. And I sometimes I go back in time. And one thing I'm working on is not always being like, what if? Because I'll be like, what if I'd have kept going? But from right there, I dropped. There she goes, and then it disappeared. And niggas is like, well, what happened to the music? Well, nigga, I was online, so I couldn't do shit. So
Right.
you feel me? So as soon as I crossed though, we crossed spring 13, I dropped Take Notice in fall 13. And so it was picking back up then, and then life happened. I'm trying to graduate, trying to get a job, and and that led more to more music. After I graduated, just dealing with real life, being adulthood. That's what Soul Trip came, and then you got On the Wave, and now you got more stuff coming.
We have more stuff coming. And first off, I
Yeah.
appreciate my LB for shouting out. So I played that song for my LB, and like literally, that's probably like I forgot about that song, but he literally
A
played
word?
this shit. That he loved that song, like dead ass. We
Oh,
were
bet.
freshmen, jits, like we were young
Cool.
when we was playing that shit. Like and
That had to be
yeah,
because it's right. That's our junior year.
yeah, cause we
Yeah,
didn't play
man.
this until 2014, and so that song came out 2013, I believe. What you said? Can't tell me nothing. The mixtape came out. I think he might have froze real quick. Somebody tried to call him. All right, you good? You back? Oh wait, somebody calling him. All right, you good. I'm waiting till you get situated because I know somebody calling him.
Can you see me now?
You ready?
Are you good?
All right, we good, cool. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, I know that came out, but he's loved that since then. But one of the different changes, not just your music as far as your albums and the progression from there, but you've had a couple name changes, and I think you've defined yourself as who you are and this person as Youngcalimojo. Where did the origin of this name come from? Because I've known you as Cali Cal. We got Youngcalimojo. We got YCM. So what is this origin? Let's talk about the name. Let them know like what is it? Like where'd you come up with it?
So Cali Cal been a nickname that everybody's calling me back since high school. So that's what I went with when I first started doing music, so people can recognize the name. But as I continued to progress, I was like, I don't feel like Cali Cal really like it just don't hit. You feel me? And so my freshman year is when Youngcalimojo came about. Because my freshman year, I tried to put Cali Cal as my handle, and somebody already had it. So me and at the time DJ King, which is Ronald from OT Dub, we was like, okay, well we'll come up with a new name. Like I was gonna say Cali Swag, some lame crap like that. We created another word for swag, which was Mojo. So it was like Youngcalimojo, and it just stuck. And so when On the Wave came, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna drop the Cali Cal and ride with Youngcalimojo. And even now, it's still Youngcalimojo, but it's kind of stylized as YCM. So you know how you have NBA YoungBoy, his actual name is Never Broke Again YoungBoy.
Shout out to my dog NBA YoungBoy though.
I forgot you're NBA YoungBoy, but you get the point. Like everybody knows I'm the NBA YoungBoy. So you know my name is Youngcalimojo, but you can refer to me as YCM. So it is what it is.
That's dope. I rock with that. It makes sense to me. You know what I mean? And I went through a name change as well. Most people know me as B-Rob, but now I'm Lamar Robinson. So I definitely know all about that. What hits because You know, B-Rob, I'm gonna always give respect to that nigga. You know what I mean? 'Cause that was most of my career, and now
Yeah,
I didn't grow up. You know what I mean? It's a different
yeah,
feeling, a different type of vibe. So like, Lamar Robinson here a whole lot different than what B-Rob did, and B-Rob, rest in peace to his soul. He was a great man. Now we here.
yeah. B-Rod was a cool guy, man.
He was a cool guy, you know what I mean? But I like you, bro. It was like it wasn't hitting, and I was thinking about like the longevity of my career, like longevity, like when I'm on the red carpets and this and that. So like that was what I was initially thinking about, and so like we both transitioned, you know, from Pensacola. You know, I went from Tampa to LA, and you went to Atlanta. What was that transition like for you to go from a small town of Pensacola to a big city? Might I add a musical city like Atlanta?
It was different. But it's like it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it because
Yeah.
in my high school time when we was in school, bro, Pensacola was having something to do. Like we always had moves. I don't know if it's because we lived there and we knew what to do, but we had the Bunny Club, the Edge, the Post, house parties, the beach. Like we
Oh,
always
you're talking about everything that don't exist no more. Got you.
basically not our fault. I mean, you know, but you know what I'm saying? So when I got to Atlanta, I was used to trying to party all the time, but Atlanta was just a different vibe. When I first got to Atlanta, I actually felt safer in Atlanta because you know how Pensacola is. We wild. And
Pensacola safe. Ain't nothing but white people there.
when we were in school, bro.
Oh yeah, I've got y'all little
Yeah, bro.
hoodlums.
Bro, when we were in school, people was like, and you know, and rest in peace to them, people was dying all the time, bro. All these fights and stuff. I got to Atlanta, I remember the first fight I seen, and it was it. They just fought, and that was it. Ain't nobody bring no guns out. I'm like, oh, this is safe. Oh, this is nice. I like this. Bro, like,
I like how you said it's a fight, but I still feel safe. They ain't bring no guns out, so shit. But did you die?
nobody died, bro. They just fought and left. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So when I got to Atlanta and it's like going to school and matriculating through my classes and meeting people, it just, I think it's because I was around a whole bunch of like-minded individuals. Everybody trying to better their life. And then, you know, you got different pockets. You got people who just want to do school. You got people who do music. So I end up linking with people who do music through football. Like we was playing pickup football. And then there's one guy named Ham Messiah. He's actually can't tell me nothing. He introduced me to Keith Dawson, my engineer. And from there, that's how really everything started rolling. Like they started connecting me to everything. And I just started fitting in because, oh, you should come here. It's going to be a party here. Oh, you should go here because it's going to be such and such here, which is disclaimer. Everybody always see me outside. I know you spending money. No, I don't. I be with the DJ. I don't. I know.
These are facts. People always, and that's what I'm glad you said that because I'm always outside. I'm always around. So I feel like people be having this fall. They be like, damn, but you don't know because sometimes, you know, depending on who you with, my LB, like I'm always with my LB, and that nigga look out all the time. And my New York, they also do that. So I'm like, I may not ever pay for shit. My boys looking out. Oh, I know DJ Ziggy, DJ Uwe, Mills, they showing love. So I ain't paying for nothing. I'm out, but I'm with the DJ.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's how it is, bro. And then, you know, my dog Justin, J.O. Hackney, you know, he's connected with other people too. So I might happen to be with him and I might be at an event. And, you know, it's like, you know, and then if I go there, oh, well, I know you, oh boy, come through type thing. So, you know, it works in that situation. But that's how I was able to matriculate through Atlanta, man. It happened so naturally because Clark was so fast. Like, it was just so much going on. But I was so young and so energetic and so excited to be there that I just caught on so quick. And then when I got so used to it and then started visiting home, like, damn, Pensacola slow as hell. You feel me? So I just got used to it.
You went to HBCU. I'm glad you said Clark. And one thing I've noticed that has got a lot of buzz is HBCUs. And the fact that you went there, how does that make you feel? Or what do you think is the importance of HBCUs in general? I think it's getting a lot of buzz that it needs. A lot of people are now paying attention to it. A lot of people are putting their money into it. A lot of students are going to them now. Because for me, bro, I didn't even know what HBCU was. Like, unfortunately, like, I don't know if they had them come to Pine Forest when you were there. But for me, I don't remember ever knowing what the hell an HBCU was. That's how I ended up at UWF. So, like, what, through your experience and your knowledge about HBCUs, do you love the most?
I think that what an HBCU does and what I think is the biggest impact is, and we're going to keep it real, you know, not trying to get political, but as young black men, as black people, regardless, we are the minority. So when I was at an HBCU, those 4 years, you're in this bubble of being the majority. You get to be just enjoy yourself for being yourself. You get to be authentically you, unapologetically you, around a whole bunch of other niggas from wherever they at. And it just mesh, bro, because you all are trying to better yourselves. And HBCUs, they teach you about you and the history. Like Clark Atlanta, and so if you're familiar with the AUC, it starts from Morehouse, and we're literally right here. Like this is Clark, this is Spelman, and this is Morehouse. And what it does, bro, is so much history there, bro. You got people who like MLK, I think, graduated from Morehouse, bro. You like it's so many dynamic people in Black history that have come through those places and led into so much history. You learn about that. You learn about yourself, what the movements happened. A lot of those students that were going to school in the AUC during the Civil Rights Movement helped lead some of those marches. And you learn about all of that they probably wouldn't teach you at a PWI. And then also the teachers there most likely went to HBCU or they went to a PWI to come back to teach. And what they do is it's more so of a one-on-one. Yes, you have your big classes, you got the big auditoriums for classes, but what they'll do is they're more apt to helping you get through it. So, whatever you got going on, you can actually go talk to them, and they're more apt to sitting down and talk to you about your issues. I don't think I would have got that experience at a PWI.
It's a family-oriented experience when you go to HBCU. It's family, you know what I mean? Because like the teacher is a Black teacher, and she gonna get on you like she your auntie.
Exactly.
Like Callie, like you bugging, bro. Like, why you slipping your class? Like, what's going on? Like, they gonna get on your ass, and that's a different language that I feel like in the Black community we appreciate. You know what I mean? Everybody's your auntie, everybody's your grandma, your granddad, your uncle. Any OGs you gonna respect at how they come at you. And so I think you gonna get that at HBCU by default versus a PWI. Them white people don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? For the most part, they don't know your struggle, your experience, and where you're going. Those people, them teachers, they invested in you because you represent them. They want to see you be better and beat a statistic.
I think the best way to say it is at a PWI, and it's not for every school, but for majority of the time, for a PWI, your number. You are a number sign. At a HBCU, you are a person. They are invested in your future because you are them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that even goes to Greek life, bro. I didn't know anything about Greek life until I got to Clark. Like,
hey, I didn't either. I learned as I went.
And that was, bro. I didn't care about none of that, bro. Like, to be honest with you, I thought it was gay. Like, that's lame. Oh, y'all bunch of homeboys. Like, that's stupid.
Look at you now.
Oh, that's not what it is, bro.
You sound like my LB.
I'm for real, though, bro.
You start the same way.
But you know our mentality, bro. Come up from Pensacola, that's how you look at it. But when you get there at an HBCU, I think you see the dynamics of what it plays into being a part of a fraternity or whatnot. Like, again, that was never my main concern. But when it happened, it's like you see the fruits that it bear. Getting into corporate America, it don't matter if I'm an alpha, that's cool. But just because you're a Kappa, it don't matter. Iota, Sigma, it don't matter because the fact is, you're another Black man, you understand the struggle. We in corporate America trying to make it work. And that's the benefits of just, I think, HBCU as a whole, because even if you're not Greek, he went to Fort Valley. My homeboy Rich, he worked with me at my job. Like, he went to Fort Valley, like, off rip. We linked up. I know you got the same
right. We on the same type of time.
Facts. So that's how I feel like all the dynamics of positivity that affect you from going through HBCU as opposed to PWI.
I rock with that. So what made you choose music? You could have done a lot of things. You were an athlete in school. You did a little bit of modeling here and there. I dug up some old pictures of you doing some fashion shows, some runways. You drawing. Like, there's a lot of things you could have went. You would supply demand. You could have done anything. Supply chain management. You could have done anything. You chose music. You stuck with music for so many years. Why music?
Bro, I think, and I think I know for sure, bro, it's because music just it does something to my soul, man. It's so therapeutic. It's so relieving, bro. I have a tat on my chest that says music is what emotions sound like. And for the longest, like I said, I didn't really speak on my emotions if it wasn't like my significant other and us trying to work through our problems. But it helped me be able to tell you exactly what's going on. Like I said, if it wasn't for this interview, majority of people wouldn't know I was going through depression. Like, I've been depressed for the past 8-9 months. But you hear it in the song, like, damn, I didn't know you was going through that. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna tell you everything that's going on in the song. I'm a problem putting out in the song. And so music just became my gateway to get all those emotions out. And it works. It's so dope because I could be going through something and then I can play my song. I'm like, damn, that's exactly how I feel. You feel me? So I always felt like music, again, was just an escape from reality, though, because what I do is I guess I'm kind of old school, bro. I want to make sure my music means something. Like, I know you got to adapt with time. So you got your songs like Coconut and stuff for the club, But I listen to the music, I listen to the beat, and I fall in love with the instrumentals, and I just fall in love with the whole quality of the song, like the beat, then the words. Like, I wanted to make someone all connect, and just that whole process I fell in love with, and that's something I wanted to continue to do. If I was to continue to do music the rest of my life, bro, I'd be happy, man. because you get to touch somebody else. And what I think the most important thing is not only is it therapeutic, somebody else out there is going to hear your song and be like, bro, I feel you.
And they gonna feel it.
That feels so good, bro. That feels so good. Because, damn, somebody else knows exactly what I'm going through. That means the most.
That's good. No, that's fascinating. That's one thing I think that keeps anybody motivated. You know, knowing that your story, your struggle, your career, your dreams, whatever, is motivating the next man. Sometimes we don't always get that confirmation. You don't know who it is, but in some random ass day where you may be feeling down on yourself, somebody texts you or posts your story, your song on their story, and you like, damn, I was just beating myself like I'm finna quit.
For sure, bro.
But my shit hit somebody and like, damn, now I'm motivated.
For sure, bro. I can give you one example. It was like sometime this summer. It's after Coconut. I was frustrated because the album was ready. I was ready to drop it. September the 11th. I remember you was in the group text. I told y'all September the 11th. I'm dropping the whole project. Boom, da 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 da. And you know we pushed it back. And I looking back on, I'm so glad we did push it back. But pushed it back. I was depressed about that. I'm like, dang, like, this sucks, bro. Like I just want to be able to do what I want to do with my rollouts. Like. But it's not working because I don't have that label funding. I want to do it big. Like I can only do what I can do because people forget, nigga, all this shit is self-funded. Nigga, I got a whole ass bills. I got rent, goddamn student loans, insurance, all that shit. And then at the same time, I got to pay for studio time, camera equipment, paying goddamn Champion Dream, my dog Trey. I still got to pay them. I got to pay the engineer. I got to pay the beat. Like all that stuff, bro. So it's like travel. If I'm going to perform, I got to do all that. So it's like, going to and fro from my house to the studio. That's gas money. So, nigga, I'm out here like, damn, I can't even put this 1,500 into what I want to put it in because
car note.
Let me be adults and make sure these is paid off because I got to, you know. And so one time somebody hit me up on Twitter randomly. I love your. It was actually at the Clubhouse. I played music somewhere randomly on Clubhouse, and somebody reached out to me. It's like I just went through and like dove into your music, and you're so humble. Like I really enjoy your music and I hope you make it. Just that alone was like, bro, I can't get this shit up, bro. I gotta keep going. And like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that.
Nah, and that's what it comes down to. Like me personally, bro, you know where I stand with your music. I'm very honest. If I don't like the music, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. If I love it, I love it. I prefer Cali the sapper / singer than a rapper. That's me personally. Everybody got their opinions, of course, maybe, but like you really been grinding, you've been hustling. You music aesthetics have changed, the music video aesthetics have changed. Like you've grown overall to be like a whole nother person and involved with your music, which landed you in a huge competition with iHeartMedia and the Breakfast Club, where you were like the final four. You and your girl Kiva for your song Coconut that was, I mean, on the radio. Like if somebody's hearing that, like. No matter what the results were, you were in front of a big audience. You were in front of Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee and iHeartMedia and all these other DJs. What was that feeling like to know that your song made it to that level and where you can go next?
Bro, it was so surreal. I think right before my homegirl Tiara actually had sent me the link and I had just like did it. I was like, usually I don't really do competitions like that because I've done a lot of competition in Atlanta, and it really be like on some Fugazi type shit. So I'm like, I don't care about it. But she sent it to me, and then you had sent it to me. I think somebody else sent it to me. All right, let me go ahead and do it. So I submitted it. It was like early February. I forgot all about it. I literally forgot all about it. Like I just
every time I see music shit, I tag all y'all.
Bro, I lie to you not. I check my email. Oh, hey, well I see him. Congratulations, you made it to the top 10. Tune in tomorrow or check your email tomorrow to see if you made it to the top 5. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I was working, bro. I was chilling. It was a Friday. I went and worked out, ran some stadiums. You know, got a good old workout in. I went to Detail House actually. I was sitting at his crib. We was just chatting and stuff. And like I just zoned out for a minute and checked my emails. Hey, congratulations, you're the finalist. We need you to go ahead and send a clean version in, sign this contract, you know, NDR, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, NDAs, I'm sorry. And listen, you know, we'll be in contact with you. I'm like, wait a minute. So I read everything, like, oh shit. And I read it so high that it's like, if you win, you're gonna get signed to a record deal, a single deal at that, which is literally all I need. I just need the recognition. I just need to be able to get my name out there to the masses because I'm that confident in my music that I know my music is good, bro. It's not on some cocky stuff. I just know I have great quality music, I have great sound, I have great just everything. But it's like I was able to be in front of all those people. It was just really dope because it was. I don't think they're gonna post it, but we had a Zoom call with Angela Yee, DJ Envy, some of the iHeart people. Charlamagne the God didn't make that call, but it was me and the other contestant, and they just talked to us like, so how do you feel? What are your thoughts on music? And I was telling them about everything. I was like, at first, it was like, look, I can't cap you down. Everybody's a little timid, and like, I was like, all right, fuck it. Look, I'm feeling like this is what I want to do, but I feel like it's hard because I sing around rap. Everybody do that now, but I feel like at the same time, it kind of is a downfall because I sometimes lean more to the singing, and being in Atlanta is kind of hard, which is why you got the coconuts and stuff like that. So you can draw attention to you and then be like, oh, he does singing and stuff.
That makes sense.
So I feel like R&B is dying, and just getting some insight from Envy and Angeline, what you feel like you should do, and what can you do if you get this record deal? How do you feel like you're going to be able to use that to prepare your career? And I cap you down, not bro. Like if everything would have worked out and I would have won, and I'm saying I didn't win, regardless, I'm thankful for the exposure. Had I won, I still would have been using Coconut as a single and worked with Kiva because Kiva's dope. She really hard, bro. And like I've been peeped that. I remember when I wrote the song, I was like, but who else can I have in this song? And I had somebody else on the song too, but it's entirely too long, so I had to cut them off. So I got to get them on another song too. But it's actually my best friend Dave. So I know y'all always see me rapping with her. Like she actually hard, bro. So like, please do not play with her. She actually hard. Like, but I had Kiva on the song. I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna push it. And so I was like, all right, this is what we can do because I can just roll out the album. I have an album done. It's been in the tuck since July, so it's like we can go ahead and roll that out, man. But I'm getting off track, but the point is, bro, overall is a really dope experience, man. It makes you realize how close you are.
You are, and it's like they always say, the day you decide to quit, you don't know what's on the other side of that fucking wall.
You don't.
You don't know because, like you said, bro, I always tag you. You, Molly, Sean, Keen, anybody I know, Sergio. If I see somebody music, I'm tagging y'all niggas, and I'm like, do it. And I know how that can be. You like, I don't know where it's gonna go. Millions of people are applying. They don't give a fuck about me. But you don't know how. First off, you don't know how many people you beat out. And I'm sure you beat out a lot of people.
Bro,
you made it to the top.
And it was
5.
It was crazy, bro. Like when I actually sat back, I'm like, bro, like the day before they announced the win, I was like, bro, regardless if you win, my nigga, realize, bro, hella people heard your song, bro.
Bro,
like Coconut is just. It's crazy because the way the song came about was on some jokey type. Bro, I was home in Pensacola. I think we was at Ty House. I was drunk. I wasn't drunk yet. We was drinking though. I went to go get some food because I wasn't finna get towed up. And I remember listening to a beat on the way to get some food. And the song came on, and the first thing I heard was the bed squeaking. I'll be honest with you, I was drunk. So the first thing that came to my mind was fucking. So I'm like, bet, I'm gonna just talk about fucking. And it just, bro, like the fact that a song like that came out and it was just so smooth, for it to be able to do what it's been doing, bro, it's phenomenal. So I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen with the new music that I actually really.
You said it. So what's up with the new music? When we getting new music?
So I ain't gonna cap you down.
And on Live with Lamar, we give exclusive. So I need some type of exclusive. So you want to leave before we get this interview in. What's the exclusive?
So the exclusive is this song called Part Time Savage, featuring 712. It's releasing on 4/16, so that's Friday.
Okay, nice little 420 vibes. Okay,
yeah.
Get ready for that Taco Tuesday with 420.
You feel me? It's gonna be a real smooth vibe, man. Damn, I wish I had my other phone. I could probably play it for you real quick. But, hey, man, it's real. I get to sing and rap. And I hit it's. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's a high note on that in a hook. That's me. I'm really excited about it. Like I've been playing with. I have 2 engineers now, so I always work with Keith, but I also work with Libby V now. And Libby V actually made me feel more comfortable with my singing. As you know, I used to always stay in one pocket. Like that was it. All right. I can sing, but I ain't gonna go too far. Yeah. Now, I have no problem singing. Like, all right, cool. I know I got a pretty cool voice. I might not be able to sing like Sergio, but I can hold my own. You feel me?
Sergio, that nigga.
And Sergio, that nigga hard. But like I'm comfortable with that. And so working with 712, man, it's a really dope combination. And it's more to come with us too as well. It's a really dope song. It's called Part Time Savage, and it really just talks about the reason I call it Part Time Savage because I'm a lover at heart. We all know that. But
yes, you are.
When I'm single, I'm having something to do. So, and I think what I did in that song is I try to place myself in a mindset of, hey, so when a guy tells a girl what it is up front, I have a lot of girlfriends. Sometimes in their mind, oh, I'm gonna change his mind with this and that. No, when you didn't believe me when I told you I was a savage, don't fall in love trying to knock
We
me off.
hear you, Rihanna.
You feel me? That's what happened. Like, but I spoke from that from a specific point. Like, you know, I told you what it was from the front, and then later on down the line, something changed. Like, we not in love. All we do is fuck. So, you know, that's
416, right?
yeah, 416, man, 416.
416, part-time savage. I'm finna be riding down these LA streets listening to part-time savage. Hey, Niger, hey, Keen, I see you, boy. I'm on it. We with it.
Feel me? Actually, you know what?
What you can do? I got you. Know this is what we gonna do. This interview is gonna go up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Youngcalimojo, YCM gonna send me the song or snippet of the song. I'm gonna play at the end of the interview for the ending credits. So whatever you send me, I'm gonna play and they can hear it in. So if you want to hear a free snippet of the song, you gotta watch the interview when it goes up on YouTube, which will be probably tomorrow, and you can
Actually,
catch out.
What I can do is in about 30 minutes, I will put a link in my bio for you to pre-save it to Spotify or iTunes.
There we go.
Do that.
So y'all make sure y'all tap in and follow him. Yeah. Now, before one of the last things I want to do before I have one more final thing for you, but the last question, we have a lot of young musicians coming up out of Pensacola. A lot of them. Your nephew, Sean B, blowing the fuck up. He was on season 1 of Live with Lamar. We got Black, super dope. You know what I mean? We got Bree Lee. We got LBS Keith. We got all these artists that are doing great things. Young Smiles out in Pensacola that are doing music. From your experience and what you have learned and what you've been around, what would be your biggest tip and advice for these young and upcoming musicians in our hometown of Pensacola?
Bro, for sure, my first thing, bro, is stay silent, stay true to you. I think my first problem was I got to Atlanta, and when I first started doing music, trying to do what's popping, don't do what's popping, do you. And I'm always in their ear just preaching to him, bro. Stay authentic, and Shandari does a good job of that, staying to who he is. You know how hard-headed Shandari can be. But
y'all both hard-headed, but
bro, he makes sure that his music is him, though. I think my most important words to everyone else is make sure your music is you and don't quit, because you never know when your time is going to come. Continue to work in your craft, man. Like, treat the studio like it's your baby. Like, I'm like a little kid. I like going to the studio. I be having fun. I be so excited. Like, if Keith was, it's ironic, like, not to tell too much, but Keith is actually YFN Lucha's engineer.
I know.
I be in the studio, and then Lucha may call and interrupt my whole session. I'm like a little kid, and I be sad, because, like, damn, I got to wait until they get done talking, because that's going to take priority. Because he might have to fix Wet, or whatever song that was he called about. He had to fix that song and send it to him so he can send it to the radio or whatever like that. So I'm just sitting here sad. But, like, I be excited about it, bro. Have so much fun when you go to the studio, like, because it's a time to work on yourself. It's like going to the gym. You're training and you're working on your talent to be able to perfect your craft.
That's facts. Nah, it's important to be around your craft and continue to work on it. We said we're talking about JC.
Yeah.
Right, coming at the very end. It's all good. JC, you came and show love, so that's all that matters. But you've come so far. And before I even do my closing, one of our viewers asked you earlier to sing a song.
Okay.
So we didn't have the Ozzy Brothers and Earth, Wind and Fire the other day, and we got SWV and Escape coming up in a couple weeks for Mother's Day. You can pick any of those four, groups respectively, or you can pick somebody on your own, or you can sing an original. But we want to know what you finna sing for us.
I think my favorite song right now, one of my favorite songs right now is Black. Not Black. What's his name? Blast. It's actually Blast. The song is called Searching.
Okay.
He's from LA. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I'll sing it for you. Let me put these headphones in so I can hear me a little bit better, so y'all pick up no outside.
Look at that exclusive. Shout out to you, Brittany, because my dog finna sing. We finna get it going. I appreciate everybody that's tapped in with Live with Lamar. Of course, I'm your host, Lamar Robinson, at Lamar Robinson TV, and I got YCM in the building. So make sure you tap in with us and follow us. We're getting an exclusive performance from YCM right now, right here. So what's up? Let us know. Let me get my drinky drink.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do a little snippet. Hopefully I remember the words. Says you want a real nigga, not the type to sit up on the chill with you, but the type to split the dollar bill with you. I just think it's funny cause you still with the little nigga that won't take the time to build with you. Ain't no point in crying over spilled liquor. I don't pillow talk but keep it real with you. Self, I got the sauce for with a real dripper. A ill nigga come and match my fly. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's it.
it was the fly. Damn.
Yeah, a little something, man. Little vibes. Actually, that's a really dope artist, bro. So definitely tap in on him for real too.
I definitely got to. But bro, big bro, thank you for being my first guest of the
For
season.
sure.
The interview was amazing. You got to come back on the show when the album drops.
Oh, for sure. It's gonna happen.
Whenever album drop or after, whenever it is, you let me know so we can bring you on. You can do it before it drops or you can do it after it drops. But I want you back.
All right. All I'm gonna say is,
to talk about. We always got to sit talk about. But you were amazing, bro. I'm extremely proud of you. And like I said, we personal, so we family. So I know everything. And I'm proud of you and your journey where you at. I always feel like we going through the same shit. Whenever you going through shit, I see you tweet, I'm like, damn, my nigga, like I'm going through the same shit.
bro,
so
for
it
sure.
literally be that way. So I'm happy. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep hustling. Keep grinding. We are ready for new music. So we're ready to bless. So let people know how they can follow you and check out your music.
Oh, well, yeah, y'all can go ahead and follow me. Y'all see the name right here, Youngcalimojo, man, on Twitter. All my social handles is Youngcalimojo. I think YouTube is Youngcalimojo. That's before we changed it to Youngcalimojo. But other than that, we putting together a whole new website, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, there's a link in my bio. It's a link tree to literally all of my music. It's for, I think, a link to Take Notice. And for those of you who actually know the music, I try to get Take Notice added to iTunes, Apple Music, but I can't because of Bryson Tiller, the feature I got in there with Bryson Tiller, and I gotta get it clear with the label.
Hey, tell that nigga Bryson stop playing like you went with him shooting in the gym. We know.
I mean, Bryson made it, so I can't.
Hell no.
You
We
feel
got
me?
the record. My dog got a song with Bryson Tiller. We ain't gonna act like it. We don't. We do.
Hey man, if I can clear it, I definitely will get it added on. But Soul Trip is out there. Actually, Soul Trip was taken down as getting reloaded under everything from under Youngcalimojo. And then we got the On the Wave album from 2017. And then I got the current single right now. It's Coconut featuring Kiva Couture. Shout out to her. The video is actually in that link as well. So you can go tap in on YouTube. That was shot and directed by Champion Dreams, Travis, Portia, the whole gang. And then the next single that's going to be dropping actually on 4/16 is called Part-Time Savage featuring 712. I'm actually going to put that link in my bio so you can go ahead and pre-save it. I'm going to send the song to Lamar, so he can go ahead, you feel me? So he can go ahead and add that to the in the YouTube credits so y'all can go ahead and get a little clip of that, man. For sure.
There we go. I appreciate it. And tell that nigga Logic's JT to stop playing and come get an interview.
Hey, no, for real. Hey, JT, for real, he got to, man. JT, he hard, man. And also, I want to say,
we had plenty of conversations. It's so crazy because he's your LB, and then we've had our own little relationship, but he be bugging. So whenever he want to interview, he know how to reach me.
But JT's a busy man, bro. But
I know.
He fired her, bro. Tap in with JT, man. I just tapped in on some of his clothes it was for fall, but it ended up getting cold here, so I got to wear it like last week. So I do want to say one thing though. I got another song. So it's gonna be like 2 songs gonna drop. You gonna have Part-Time Savage drop next week. And if things go right, I want to speak on it, but you will be getting a Lemon Pepper freestyle. Maybe getting a video to it. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. That all may be dropping next week. So keep your eyes on that.
Our eyes are open. Thank you, YCM, for going live with Lamar. I got you soon. No lie. All right, we'll see, JC. Appreciate you, bro, for going live with Lamar. Thank you, everybody that has tuned in. Make sure y'all tap in with me at Lamar Robinson TV. If you're tuned in and you doing some dope shit like Youngcalimojo, tap in with me. I got some interview slots available. I'm down to interview more people. Make sure y'all follow my guy at Youngcalimojo as well. And with that, we back next week. We got another exclusive interview with my girl Black from Pensacola. So y'all tap in with her. She's gonna be right
Blake.
here.
Shout out to Blake.
Yes, that's gonna be right here.
Yeah.
We're going live with Lamar next Wednesday with Black, and she just released this fire ass album. So we're gonna talk to her about everything she got going on out there in 850.
For sure, man. Hey, I appreciate the love, man. As always, man, it's love, little bro. So hey, it is what it is. Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Love all y'all, man.
Your week. Enjoy your Taco Tuesday, and we're gonna see y'all later.
For sure, I'm about to get drunk now.
Yes, sir.
Bet.
Just cause we cuddle, don't mean we're a couple. No. Told you I'm a savage, don't be so dramatic, I'm not in love, no. We really rode the wave, I really enjoyed the phase.